All right, good afternoon, Arkansas. This is Assistant Chief Forecaster coming back here once again. I'm here to give you guys a video blog on what to expect as we get towards that New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day time frame, and into Sunday as well here. So as you guys can see here, we do have our slight risk for much of eastern, southern, and southeastern Arkansas for New Year's Day here. All modes of severe weather are possible on this day here as we get towards the upcoming weekend here as a powerful upper level disturbance, which I'm going to show you guys here in just a bit, will move overhead and not only bring the potential of severe weather, but I cannot rule out the potential of winter weather on the backside of this as well here. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about that real quickly here. So, this is the winter weather perspective of this, and then we'll go over to severe weather. So, what happens with this one is if the second low develops out there towards New Mexico and West Texas, and swings along the cold front, then it could bring the potential of winter weather for us here in Arkansas. I can't rule it out as we get towards late Saturday night or early Sunday morning here. Shouldn't be anything major right now, but it all depends on the strength of the low, because if it bottoms out, we could look at the potential of a pretty decent winter weather event here in Arkansas as we get towards Saturday night and the Sunday here. Now, I want to stress something because I know a lot of people are crazy about snow, want winter weather. I get it. I 100% get it. You know, I'm a winter weather lover myself, guys. All right? But we cannot ignore the severe weather potential. We've got to get through the severe potential first before we get to the winter weather potential, because the cold air is going to be clashing with that warm air that's been sitting over Arkansas right now. So I know it's exciting. I know everybody's excited, can't contain it, but you got to pay attention to not only just the winter weather potential, but also the severe weather potential as well here. Cannot be ignored, guys, especially with that first low. We could look at the potential of some significant severe weather, especially for our folks in eastern Arkansas, over towards Mississippi, Louisiana, over towards western Tennessee. I know it's kind of a bummer, but I just want everyone to kind of make sure they know where they're going, because a lot of people are going to be traveling. Everybody's got plans, etc. here. So, with that being said, this is the severe weather side here, guys. All right, so you can see the slight risk. Eastern Arkansas, portions of central Arkansas as well. Southern Arkansas down to North Louisiana, Northeast Louisiana, into the Mississippi area here, into Tennessee, and into western Alabama, northwestern Alabama, and into northwestern Georgia as well here. So just keep that in mind, guys. I know it's excited about the winter weather, but we cannot ignore the severe weather potential out of this as well here. So let's go ahead and talk about that real quickly. Also, one more thing. For those that are wanting a written blog, it is available on our website here. So we have all that detailed on the website. You can go check that out as well here. If you want to listen to the video blog of this, then it's going to be on our YouTube page here. So this is the European model here out. I don't know why I had it out all the way to Monday. I'm going to back this up here. So first and foremost, I want to talk about Wednesday as well, because we do have a threat of severe weather for far eastern Arkansas into Mississippi for Wednesday. Right now, I think the higher threat for severe weather will be east of us on Wednesday. However, during the morning to early afternoon hours on Wednesday, I cannot rule out a couple of strong to severe thunderstorms, mainly for the potential of damaging winds and hail. Could see an isolated tornado or two as well. We'll have to watch that closely. We'll keep you guys informed on that here. But on Wednesday, mainly eastern Arkansas and east of us, by this point, some areas of showers, thunderstorms, some of these storms could be severe by the time we get towards that time frame here. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the loop real fast here and show you guys what I'm talking about. So right now, it's for warm, muggy clouds, a very, very March-like day across Arkansas here. So that's Wednesday's system, okay? 1,001 millibar low out here in the Texas Panhandle, Oklahoma Panhandle as well, towards southwest Kansas, southeast Colorado. Keep in mind, this area, by the way, has not seen any rainfall over the last couple months, so they are in a severe drought over here. But you can definitely see where the severe thunderstorms are. 7-4 from Little Rock, El Dorado, up towards Stuttgart, Memphis, towards Jonesboro, that area over here in eastern Arkansas, western Mississippi. I can't rule out a few strong to severe thunderstorms on Wednesday. The parameters on Wednesday don't look too significant here in Arkansas, but we'll monitor it closely here. So by the time we get towards late Wednesday and Thursday, it's out of our hair. And then we pay attention to the west, because what's going to happen is it's going to be a very strong storm system that's going to get us act together out here towards the west. And I want to stress another thing. We will have daily blogs. However, by the time we get towards Wednesday, if we have a significant risk for severe weather or winter weather, these blogs will more than likely be live blogs for Arkansas. So just kind of keep that in mind here. But By the time we get towards late Friday night, early Saturday morning, warm front moves north. Can't rule out some strong thunderstorms late Friday night, early Saturday morning as well. Mainly hailers across northern Arkansas, eastern Oklahoma, down into Texas here. So we'll have to watch that closely late Friday night and early Saturday morning. And then on Saturday morning, what happens is the warm front events northward. Okay? So your warm front's here. You can see it clearly on your reflectivity. Very powerful low back out here, 994. This is the first out of two that's going to come through. And then you have your dry line. This is not a cold front, by the way. This is a dry line moving through. Cold front still back out towards Texas, Oklahoma, and into Kansas here. So heavy rainfall. Some flooding can be possible up here in northern Arkansas, southern Missouri, up into the Ohio Valley. Severe weather from, I would say, western Arkansas down into northeastern Texas. I would not be shocked first thing Saturday morning if you see a tornado warning or two because of the environment that we're going to have in place. And then what happens as we get towards Saturday afternoon is the line itself begins to move into Arkansas. Now, I think by this point, the frontal boundary will begin to clash with the dry line here. So we will have to watch Arkansas. Arkansas, you're not out of the woods yet for the severe threat. But we will watch it very, very closely here from central Arkansas, northern Arkansas, down to southern Arkansas for the potential damaging winds, hail. I cannot rule out a couple of tornadoes as well here, especially if you go with the Euro. 997 millibar low, northeast Oklahoma. Your second one, back out here. You got to watch this closely as well because this will event towards the east. This will push through, as you can see, by the time we get towards late Saturday here, this should be going into Mississippi. So Mississippi, your time frame right now, if you go Euro, looking at right around 5, 6 o'clock near sundown for Mississippi. Most of Arkansas will see this during the afternoon. So we will watch that situation closely. However, your second low, back out here towards the west, and you can see moisture beginning to return. You got snow ongoing across Texas Panhandle into western Oklahoma. All right, and what happens is by the time we get towards late Saturday night and early Sunday morning, this low dips down into Texas and then down into Louisiana, taps into that Gulf of Mexico moisture. Showers, thunderstorms, could see another round of severe weather from Louisiana into Mississippi and into northwestern Alabama. With the moisture wrapping around it, you could see a mix of winter precipitation coming into western Arkansas, some snow as well here. And you can see by the time we get towards late Saturday night or early Sunday morning, the snow really ongoing across northwestern Arkansas, north central Arkansas into northeastern Arkansas. Some light rain here for now, but I think that will change over to all snow by the time we get towards late Saturday night or early Sunday morning. And you can see the snow really ongoing across eastern Arkansas, central Arkansas, by the time we get towards Sunday morning into Sunday afternoon here. So we'll watch the situation very closely, guys. As I said before, the winter weather side of things is still a little bit uncertain. Let's go ahead and talk about that real quickly here. So we're going to go down to the total snowfall. Let's just look at it real quickly here. If you go with the European model, and I'm going to show you guys the GFS. So you go with Euro, a general 1/2 inch to 1 inch of snowfall. Keep in mind, the roads are still warm and the ground temperatures are near 60 degrees. So this snowfall is not going to last long. It's going to be something that may stick to elevated surfaces. And then we'll watch the roads as well because not only are we looking for the flooding threat, the severe threat, the winter weather threat, but the cold air coming in behind this system, guys. This is going to be a very dynamic system. So we're going to be busy over the next couple of days here coming into the weekend. But as you can see, by the time we get towards this time frame, here we are Saturday night. All right, 26 degrees in northwest Arkansas, 70 down here in southeast Arkansas. At some point, you could have severe headlines across much of Arkansas and Mississippi, and winter weather headlines across northwestern Arkansas and western Arkansas. And by the time we get towards late Saturday night and early Sunday mornings, you can see that rainfall here, temperatures are still in the 40s. But 15 degrees. That is some significant cold air coming down in Arkansas as we get towards late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, and daytime highs on Sunday. A shock to the system. Temperatures struggling to get out of 20s and low 30s with the potential of winter weather ongoing, and then overnight lows late Sunday night, early Monday, teens and low 20s here. So those that have been begging for the cold air, it is fixing to come to you and rapidly. Let's talk about GFS real quickly, and then I'm going to sum up this video blog and get it all posted on the page for you guys here. So the GFS is more the same. As you can see, by the time we get towards late Saturday night, early Sunday, has the majority of the severe weather east of Arkansas. There's still some timing differences, some uncertainties right now, but we'll watch that situation pretty closely here. But you can see by the time we get towards Sunday, here we are on Sunday, temperatures and the GFS is much stronger with the low, so there could be some warm air kind of entrained into southeastern Arkansas that may keep you guys in the upper 30s, low 40s. So some rain, ice potential as well, going over to snow if you go with the GFS, and then it wraps around by the time we get towards late Sunday night. So right now, I would go 80 to 90% severe, 20 to 30% winter weather right now, because it all banks on if that low pressure develops. And you can see by the time we get towards Saturday here, so there's Saturday, all right, first thing Saturday morning, much of Arkansas seeing rainfall. So if you go GFS, you're not going to see much of severe weather here in Arkansas. It'll be all east of us by this point. And then by the time we get towards late Saturday night, early Sunday, there's your net storm system coming in. It's a little bit further north with the low than the GFS, but it all doesn't matter because your cold air is filtering down at the same time. So you got ice potentially from much of central, western, and northern Arkansas going over to snow by the time we get towards late Sunday night and into the early part of your Monday morning here. And if you go with GFS, let's go ahead and look at the potential of snowfall here. Let's go to your snowfall accumulation. If you go with the GFS here, and the GFS right now, waiting for this to completely load up. You can see back out here towards west. This is how powerful your system is, by the way. 20 to 30 inches of snowfall could be possible out there. Then you can see what the GFS does. So the GFS is not favoring much of central Arkansas. I think some ice could be mixing in if you go GFS. It has a good amount of snow from northeast Texas, Louisiana, southern Arkansas, Mississippi, up into Tennessee here. So we'll watch the situation closely, guys. We'll keep you guys updated right here. Your source for all things Arkansas weather.